Alright, hello again everyone. I'm noticing some mistakes on today's assignment and some difficulty people are having with problems that have a GCF. So I'm going to go over a few select problems here. So for number 21, the GCF is 3. 3 is a common factor between all three of these terms. When you take that out, this is what we get. And then now I need to break this down into two parentheses. So I have two options for 4m squared, 2m times 2m, or 4m times 1m. I'm going to start with 2m times 2m. If they don't work, then I will go back and go to 4m times 1m. Now how do I know if they don't work? Well, I'm filling in 1 and 7 and seeing if they come out to negative 12m. Now I know I need different signs because of the negative 7 up here. So I'll start with negative and a positive. If that doesn't work, I'll switch the signs. So right now when I check my outside plus inside, I get 14m minus 2m is positive 12m. Since I need negative 12m, I can change those signs to now make this a positive 1 and a negative 7, and now I'm good to go. 23 had a GCF also, but I think some of you were okay with that one. I just figured I'd point that out. And moving to number 28, whenever your lead term is negative here, you want to make sure you take out a negative something as a GCF. In this case, it would be a negative b. Once you do that, the problem is a little easier to work with, a lot easier to work with, because now we just have b, and we can use our shortcut of which pair we'll add or subtract to that middle term. So actually, hold on here, that should still be 42. And the pair that's going to work here would be 6 and 7. So do plus 7 minus 6. I'm also noticing some of you are going right to this answer without ever having your greatest common factor taken out first. Either your work is somewhere else or you guys are getting the answer from somewhere else or from technology. I don't really appreciate that. I want you sincerely trying these problems, not just taking an answer from somewhere else. I want you to know how to do it. So you shouldn't be going just right to the final answer on a GCF problem. There should be work in between the two. Otherwise, you're either not showing what you're doing or you're not actually doing it. You're just getting the answer from somewhere else. I don't appreciate that. So number 34, another negative lead term. So I'm going to take out a negative 2 as my GCF. Once we do that, it becomes easier. I can use my shortcut of minus 9 and plus 2. Now for number 37, one, I saw a decent amount of mistakes from people. I think a lot were not taking out that GCF of 2 because there is a common factor of 2 to start. Not only does it make it easier to do, but it's not factored completely if you don't take out that GCF. And now from here, I have options of 3y and 1y is the only choice I have there, but I could have 2 times 3 or 1 times 6 for that 6 as the middle term. Now if I try the 2 and 3, I need different signs because of the negative 6 up here. But when I do this, I get 9y minus 2y is 7y. That's no good. And I'm not going to flip the order of the 2 and 3 for two reasons. One is it's not going to work. I know that. But you should also know that starting a problem because you shouldn't have a common factor within your parentheses if you already took out the common factor from the whole problem. There should not be a 3 common here. So I know that that 3 is not a possibility in with the 3y. By the same token, I know that I can't possibly have 6 here. Why not? Because again, 3 and 6 would have a common factor. So I know that the 6 has to be here and the 1 has to be here, but also I can confirm that because the outside plus the inside gives me that middle term.